Welcome guys, my name's Judd, this is Scotty from Southern Off-Road, and we have a little Jeep walk around video for you today. Well Scotty, what do we have here today?
We got a 1984 Jeep CJ7 that we've done some mild restoration work along with some upgrades and that kind of thing, and we're going to talk about it.
Well, Scotty, it looks like we have a new bumper, winch, lights. What we got?
Yeah, so what we did was did a Smittybilt classic style front bumper, wrinkle finish powder coat, some D-rings to go along with it, the worn 8000 VR 8000 winch with synthetic rope and a Hall spare lead. Then we upgraded the headlights to the new truck light LED headlights. Now, it does get away from the factory styling, but those of you who have the older CJs know that the lighting is kind of subpar, and this changes it up a lot, gets it much safer to drive at night.
Yeah, it's definitely a real clean look. I'm liking the look on it.
Yeah, it turned out great.
So what do we have for wheels, tires, suspension?
So wheels and tires, we went with kind of a classic look, the BFG, the KO TA. We actually did a 15 by 10 wheel to kind of give it that fat, real wide stance, kind of that old school look. Right. 33-inch BFGs.
Yeah, it definitely looks good. So what's suspension?
All right, so on the suspension, we'll be doing things a little bit different on the suspension. So what we decided to do is get rid of the shackles that are made from the factory up front and do what they call a shackle reversal kit. Okay. That shackle reversal kit kind of gets the swimming sensation or the wandering on the highway out of it, moves the shackle to the rear portion of the front spring, and then we accompany that with a set of the Skyjacker soft ride springs. And to us, over the last several years we've been doing these Jeeps, those are the best riding springs for the money and make it real comfortable to get out and drive the Jeep and enjoy it.
Right, I bet with these old Jeeps it's kind of hard to find that nice tuned suspension where you're not beating yourself up going
Yeah,
down the road.
It really is, you know, and obviously the technology is much older. We were able to move into something that's much nicer to hop in the family, go get some ice cream in, that kind of thing.
Absolutely. So what's going on back here?
Okay, so customer wanted to do a hard top. We got a Rallytops hard top, had it paint matched to match the Jeep. The Jeep paint was already in really good condition. So all the thing we were able to do there was, you know, buff and wax and then do a hard top painted to match. The interior, which we'll show in a little bit, the interior itself is actually LineX. And the customer wanted to do something a little different. So what we were able to do was come on around the tub here and LineX the back portion, which we think looks pretty cool. The rear bumper, we went with a Smittybilt to match the front, classic style Smittybilt bumper, wrinkle finish powder coat with a tire carrier. It is running a full size spare, so full 33 1250 with a 15 by 10 matching wheel and tire to go on the back. Awesome. Of course, you have your D-rings front and rear. And then we did the same in the rear as we did the front as far as the springs go. We did the Skyjacker soft ride springs with some shackles, greasable shackles, excuse me.
Yeah, that paint match looks really good.
It turned out great.
Makes it look really clean.
Yeah, it turned out great.
Well, this interior looks amazing. What did y'all do?
Yeah, it turned out great. So when we originally got the Jeep in, one of the big things that we started with was the floor pans. The floor pans themselves had gotten some rust in them, and so we cut all that out, put new floor pans in, welded it all up, prepped it, and then we carried it up to our friends at LineX and had them LineX the interior, and then I also did the rear portions of the tub to match, and it came out great. We also did a lot of stuff on the dash, some accent pieces, the chrome accent pieces. We upgraded the stereo with some high-end kicker speakers, a Sony head unit, some speakers in the rear to match. We also put in Corbeau seats, the seats up front. We also put a Corbeau seat to match in the rear. We did a center console, added heated seats. We got heated seat switches right here. The elements are in the seats themselves. So everything came together nice, added some really I guess newer type technology, some comforts that you would see in newer vehicles to the older CJ to make it more comfortable to get in and take on a trip.
Yeah, it looks real nice and clean. These seats look very comfortable, probably a lot comfortable than the original ones.
They do, they are. They sit up nice, they're good and padded, so you're comfortable while you're driving. You sit up higher so you can see the highway. So
you can go on that weekend trip and not be beat to death and be comfortable.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Well, Scotty, so what did y'all do with the performance?
So one of the big things we did, we want to tackle any leaks, oil leaks, power steering leaks, anything like that. So we took care of a lot of the kind of repairs first. Carburetor was in need of replacement, so we put a Weber carburetor on here, which made a huge difference in performance. Really made it kind of pick up. Did a really nice valve cover along with replacing valve cover gasket for leaks.
Yeah, it rides real smooth. You talking about those springs y'all put in here and the new suspension? It rides really smooth.
Oh yeah, it makes a big difference, and it makes them really enjoyable to get out and drive around and put some miles on them. That was one of the big things that a lot of customers like to build this stuff up, make it look a certain way, but if you don't want to get out and enjoy it, it's not any fun anymore.
Absolutely.
So that's one of the things we try to tackle, is make sure that it performs and drives out just as good as it did from the factory, or if not better, so you can get out and enjoy it.
Absolutely. Well, Scotty, the drive was absolutely amazing. It was super smooth, especially for an old CJ, and it even had AC.
Yeah, it does. It does have AC. We actually added the Jeep Air AC system to the CJ to make it nice and comfortable. It cools really well. You got a black Jeep on a hot summer day, it can get pretty hot inside. So the AC system brings the temperature down, makes it real nice and comfortable to ride around in.
Absolutely. Well, Southern Off-Road did an amazing build on this CJ. It absolutely looks stunning out here in the sun.
Yes, this one actually turned out great. Customer's really happy with it. If you're looking to do anything like this, you have a Jeep CJ or an older vehicle, four-wheel drive, that you're looking to do a mild restoration or some upgrades to, we'd be happy to tackle that for you. We do a lot of stuff like this and have a lot of different vendors to help us out along the way. So please give us a call, 205-685-1911, or you can email us, sales@southernoffroad.com.